Welcome. Today I will be paraphrasing, summarizing, and sharing for the January 27th Al-Anon readings in Courage to Change and a little time for myself. We'll begin with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. I will take a moment to look this over. The question of the day is, how can I have patience with myself and the recovery process today? The passage starts off with someone describing when they first came to Al-Anon and how unmanageable their life had become. They had wanted to just fix everything. They wanted to heal themselves, their relationship, their partner. They wanted to find out how to solve all the problems fast. And the people in Al-Anon reminded them of the slogan, "Easy does it." Reminded them that they can't control the alcoholic's drinking and that recovery can't be rushed. Today's reminder reminds us that we need to be patient with our healing and that we cannot control someone else's sobriety. And we have to give recovery time to work in its own way. The quote is from Courage to Change. Everything takes time. Building trust, changes, healing old wounds, everything takes time. No shortcuts. Excuse me. How can I have patience with myself and the recovery process? I guess with support and patience. Support meaning from my meetings, from other Al-Anon members, from my sponsor. I would say especially from my sponsor. Meetings are great too. So many wonderful resources, conference-approved literature. And also for me, the understanding that I will always be a member of Al-Anon and I will always be a work in progress. For as long as I'm on this plane of existence, I will be learning and changing and recovering and working my program. And I'm very grateful for that. I'm very grateful for that. All right. Oh, I love this page. I am shocked that I have never marked this page because in my mind this is a famous page. It starts out with the program person being ready to throw out someone they loved because they didn't do the dishes, and them calling an Al-Anon friend and trying to figure out why they overreacted so much. And it was because this person was seeing more in the dishes than them just being dishes. This person took it as disrespectful, that the person wasn't fulfilling their responsibilities. So the once this person talked to an Al-Anon friend, this person realized that they were upset about other things, and that just kind of was the straw that broke the camel's back, and that it was best to deal with one situation at a time. But this person learned not to interpret things, not to overthink these things. Sometimes dirty dishes are just dirty dishes. Today's reminder: we try not to make things bigger than they are. We can break down situations and deal with them one day at a time. And the quote is from One Day at a Time in Al-Anon. It's, again, one day at a time to deal with little things one by one day at a time. I just love this page because I just I can totally connect with something small. If all the factors are right, it just seems so big and so important and so meaningful. It reminds me of the other Al-Anon slogan, how important is it? Like, how important are the dirty dishes in the sink? I remember when my son and his girlfriend lived with me several years ago, they had a cat. And now I have the cat, Marvelous Mr. Mittens. But when they had the cat where they lived previously, they brought the cat to my house. But then I ended up taking care of the cat because it made me happy to have the cat box clean. That's just the fact of the matter. They didn't keep it the way I wanted it, so I just took it over because I would rather be happy than be right. In other words, I could have made a big stink about how it was their responsibility to clean the cat box and they needed to do it, and I could have made a big, huge deal out of it. But instead, I chose to just be peaceful and happy and just do it myself. And that was a choice I made. It was right for me. It may not have been the right decision for anyone else, but that's another thing I learned in Al-Anon. Do you want to be happy or do you want to be right? Or you can say it the other way too. Do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Sometimes it's just about the serenity. Most of the time, for me, it's all about the serenity. Great page. As usual, we'll close out with the serenity prayer and 3 mindful breaths. Here we go. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Sending you love. Take care.